We're with Mindi Abair. So Mindi, an interesting thing. I mean, you have the deal, you're doing the porch thing, but talk about another venture that I think people need to know about, because I think it could definitely make a major impact. Talk about reservetastings.com, because that's an interesting little thing you've got going on there that people need to know about.
You know what? It's funny you say that, because, this past year being in a pandemic, I wasn't making a cent as a musician. I was just having fun being on my porch. But my husband and I started this company just before the pandemic called Reserve Tastings, and it's wine and music. And people drank a lot through this year. They drank a lot.
Really?
I know I did. That's part of how I made it through the year. But my husband's been in the wine business forever. He spent his life running wineries. I've spent my life making music. So we decided, if we loved wine and music and kind of pairing the two, maybe other people would. So we created this membership for reservetastings.com. My husband finds amazing wines that no one else can find, because he knows everyone. And I come up with the artwork, or have my friends come up with the artwork, and then I pair them to a music playlist that I curate. So if it's some like amazing red wine that's, got power, I put it with soul music, and I'm listening to Ray Charles and Aretha Franklin and Otis Redding, but if it's jazz, which some of our labels are more jazz oriented, then it's David Sanborn and me, and, Peter White and Rick Braun. So it's been super fun. We ship wine 4 times a year that's new. And,
That's so amazing, Mindy. So how does that work? So let's say I have a wine party, or I have a gathering. How does this work? So how do I utilize that? Because it's such a great concept.
Thank you. You know what? Go to our website. It's reservetastings.com.
Okay.
And we have different memberships. So you can sign up and get 4 bottles of our wine 4 times a year. And it's kind of like a cool family. We ship you wine, but then we'll do Zoom meetings to taste through the wine. And my husband's super geeky with wine. So he's going to, go through the tasting notes and what you're going to taste, and, dry tea leaves and, cranberries and whatever, Cool. But for me, I think of everything in music terms. So I'm going to talk and play and emote what the wine is in musical terms, because that's what makes sense to me. I didn't spend my life as a winemaker and running wineries like him. So, it's a lot of wine, it's a lot of music. We even go on adventures with our members. We're going to Sonoma, to Healdsburg for 4 days in June. It's going to be about 30 of us. And we're going to do tastings and amazing dinners. I'm going to play every night. We're doing the same thing in Tuscany in November. So you're invited. Come along for the ride. But it's just this nice family of learning more about wine, experiencing music with wine. And, it's 2 things I'm pretty passionate about. I think check this out. There's one.
There it is. Nice. All right.
So rock, baby.
All right. Mindi Abair, keep it going. You're taking jazz further.
Well,
literally.
You do a little wine tasting before our show, and it just makes the show better.
Wine, things go better with wine. Most experts agree. Hey, Mindi, thanks so much again. Appreciate all the time as always. Cheers.
Thank you.